Well, an advocate, there's quite a lot. At this point, can you please share with us some of the major successes of your office? I know that it's not been around for a very long time, but I'm sure you've had your hands full in the time that you have started to operate.
Yes, we've helped a number of taxpayers. And I mean, the major successes, let me talk about some of the successes that we had in regard to specific taxpayers. A taxpayer had a request for suspension of payment, and that was positive. SARS had given the suspension of payment. But in a subsequent period, the taxpayer had a refund. So when that happened, naturally the taxpayer should have expected to receive the refund, because the other debt cannot be enforced because there's a request for suspension of payment. But that's not what happened with SARS. There was a debt equalization. So the taxpayer could not get his refund, meaning that in a way SARS enforced payment by taking away that amount. So we intervened, showed SARS that it's incorrect. There's a request for suspension of payment, which you granted, but you should not have collected the money or refused to refund the taxpayer. So with our intervention, the taxpayer got the money, got the refund, and we're talking a large sum of money. It ran into millions, and recently there was a taxpayer. Another example: the taxpayer was in a refund position over about 4 or 5 periods. Now, each time the return was submitted, SARS stopped the earlier refund, which was already approved to be refunded. And because of the next return that came in, SARS did not refund the taxpayer. The third return came in while they were looking at the second refund, and still the taxpayer could not get the first refund or the second refund. The fourth refund return was submitted in the process. So it was, the amount was accumulating, and the taxpayer was even almost at the verge of closing the business because they just could not cope with that. And the taxpayer was almost saying, well, if I do not get any help, next week I'm going to get the employees, I'm going to tell them I'm closing down. And so we intervened, and the taxpayer got the refunds. Now, we can safely say in that regard, we even helped, we saved the company from closing down, and we highlighted this issue as problematic because we found that there was no legal basis of SARS conduct in that regard.
That was substantial, advocate, yes, considering the social ramification also, yes, and also the economic implications.